Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I thought we could do a get ready with me using some of my favorite drugstore products, and I also have two new little serotonin boosters. So picked these up in store quite recently, and this is my second video attempt. I'm having one of those days where I just thought, okay, I want to just do the whole full face, I want to do glitter, I want to do the whole shebang, and I did do the glitter and it was an absolute disaster. So I'm starting again from scratch, and I do, of course, I've got glitter all over my face and I just can't get rid of it. So we're just gonna we're gonna carry on, and we're just going to pretend that it's not there. So I started off with one of my favorite drugstore foundations, and that's the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. I am in the shade Rosy Ash. I really do love this foundation. I pull it out from time to time, and then I remember how great it is and why I fell in love with it in the first place. So really like that. Now I have already done my brows. I don't have a drugstore pencil, so I'm using the Benefit Brow or Gimme Brow, and then I have set them with the Essence Fix It Like a Boss fixing gel, and I really do like this. It is comparable with the Benefit. It's not as good, as strong as the Benefit. It doesn't have as much hold, but for the price it really doesn't do a bad job at all. So if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, I would recommend this. Really like it. So one of the little serotonin boosters I was talking about is this little Wet n Wild palette over here, and we're going to do the eyes again with this minus the glitter. So it is in the colorway Camouflaunt, and it's just a whole lot of really nice neutrals. Now when I was in store looking for the corresponding palette to this. Now this is absolutely beautiful, but we'll get onto this in a minute. They did have a little Marilyn eyeshadow palette which was sold out. So I was looking for something that was very, very similar to the Marilyn palette, and this is what I picked up. And the Marilyn one also has a gold in it, but it's not nearly as chunky or as glittery as this gold. So this gold is the culprit for all the glitter all over my face. So we're not going to go there, but we're going to start off with this palette. I'm going to go in with this musty kind of transition shade, and I'm just going to use that all over the lid. So I am taking a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. So I do have textured lids, and sometimes drugstore eyeshadow palettes don't work the best on my lids. So if there is a little bit of patchiness, it's generally down to the texture on my lids, not so much the eyeshadow palette. And this particular shade is really blending out quite nicely. So it's just creating a nice wash of color. And then I'm going to go in with the lid shade, and it's a little shimmery kind of pink shade over there. Really is quite a beautiful one. Let's see, we don't want to use the same offending brush that we used with the glitter. So just tapping that into the shade. It's a pink with a little bit of a rose gold hue to it. I'm not sure if you are going to pick that up on camera. It's not highly pigmented, but it is quite creamy. Just patting that on all over the lid. So I really thought I was going to get clever with the glitter, and I was mistaken. It didn't even pick up on the brush. It was just, I think you'd have to use a pigment glue or something to mix it with, but it's really not a good idea. It is just really very, very chunky, and I know it's going to be on me for the rest of today and probably tomorrow as well. I can see fallout everywhere I look. So now I am going to go in with the dark brown shade on this side. It's not a very highly pigmented shade, but I am going to use it just to accentuate the crease and the outer corner. So taking a little bit of that on a crease brush, I'm going to start at the outer corner, and I'm going to use going to use patting motions. And as I say, this did look a little bit patchy on me at my first attempt, but definitely won't blame the shadow for that. Definitely blame the texture on my lids. So just adding a little bit of that just to deepen up the crease. And now I'm going to go back in with a blending brush. We're just going to blend that out. So yep, definitely not highly pigmented, but that's not always an issue. Sometimes actually works out quite well, but it is giving me enough just to deepen up the crease. And now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm taking that dark shade again. I'm just going to build it up on the outer corner, just in patting motions. I'm sure that if you wet the brush, you could probably get a little bit more depth out of this eyeshadow, but really definitely not as deep as it looks in the pan. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this on the lower lid as well. Just a wash of this, just smoking it out on the lower lid. It's a great lower lid shade because it doesn't give you a harsh line. So it's really not looking bad there at all, but could do with a little bit more depth in the outer corner. And then, because I really had my heart set on something shiny today, the glitter didn't work out. So I'm going to go in with the Revlon Skin Lights. This is in the color Daybreak Glimmer. And I'm going to use a little bit of this on the mobile lid. So just taking a flat eyeshadow brush, dipping that into the pan. And I'm just going to pat that onto the mobile lid just to give a little bit of a shimmer. This is what I was hoping that glitter would be about. Just to give a little bit of something to the mobile lid. But unfortunately, that glitter, I'm finding it very distracting. So now before we go in with mascara, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer just to kind of cancel out a little bit of that glitter on the under eye area. I'm going in with this one from Wet n Wild. It's called the Cognito, Mega Last Incognito. And I will put the shade up for you on the screen. I can't, for the life of me, see the shade on the bottle. And I really do like this concealer as well. I find that it blends quite well. I'm taking a concealer brush just to blend it out, and this is just going to correct some of the fallout from the glitter, hopefully, and it's also going to just even out the color on the under eye area. And sometimes with glittery shadows, it's actually best to do your foundation after you've done the eyes, just to negate any of the fallout. So that hasn't done much to get rid of the glitter. I don't think anything is going to get rid of that glitter. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite drugstore mascaras, and this is the Telescopic Lift in Extra Black by L'Oreal. And now onto the product that I'm most excited about, and that is the blush. So I picked up the Marilyn Monroe limited edition blush. I couldn't resist this. The packaging is just so cute. It was really eye-catching, and who cares what the blush looks like? But no, really, I fell in love with this, and I've never had a bad experience with Wet n Wild blushes. So I thought that I would give this a go. Comes with its own little puff, which is really cute, and 10 out of 10 for the packaging. Really just does something. As I say, it's a real mood booster, and a lot of the time this is why I purchase things on a whim. It's just something that really speaks to me and just makes me feel a little bit better for a little while. And this is one of those things. So we're going to apply a little bit of this. I have used this already, so this is not a first impression. But I was very impressed. It is a beautiful, it's got a kind of gleam to it. I'm not sure if that comes off on camera. And it really is just, it's a very universal shade. And what I discovered on first application is, horror of horrors, it does contain a little bit of glitter. It's not just a sheen, it's actual glitter. But you know what? I just think it is fun. And there are some days where we just want a little bit of something. Maybe you don't necessarily want a little bit of glitter, but I just thought this was really fun. And it's really showing up now because I have got some lights on. I've got my ring light on, and it really is looking quite prominent in the ring light. But when I'm not under artificial light, it looks beautiful. It really does. The glitter is really not prominent at all. But I just think it's such fun. And it is just a really gorgeous, as I say, universal shade. So I really do like that, and I think it really is just, it's in the shade Rosé. It really is just, it's a break from the norm. It's just a little bit of fun. It's just a little bit of whimsy. And I really do like that about it. So how about a little bit of glitter? Nothing wrong with that. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I'm going in with my matte bronzer. This is LA Girl in the shade Back to the Beach. Really do like this one. It's very similar to the Old Physicians formula. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this just with a powder brush. This is really quite highly pigmented, so you really don't need a lot of it. But it's just a lovely one for the jawline as well. And I'm also going to apply a little bit to the hairline, just to bronze that up a little bit. And now for lips, I'm going in with an oldie but a goodie. This is one of the Essence Shine 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 lip glosses. Again, I'm not sure if I am, this is in strawberry, number 20 strawberry. I was going to say I'm not sure if I could still get the number of that. And I'm going in with the NYX lip liner in the shade 828 Ever. So guys, that is the finished look. There is definitely more glitter particles in the blush than I remember having used this previously. So I don't know if it's just the lighting that's picking up the glitter, but I absolutely love it. It's nothing that is exacerbating my texture, and I think it's just a little bit of fun. It's a real kind of mood booster, and that's what makeup is for me after all at the end of the day. It is like a big fat therapy session, and when it's drugstore, it's therapy on a budget. So I really am very pleased with it. I'm very pleased with the eyeshadow palette as well. I think it's great for day wear, except for the middle shade, which is the chunky glitter. I would steer clear of that. I'm not sure where anybody would use that, to be honest. If you know how that's supposed to be used, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I think that the lips are very soft. You could even go in with something a little bit more vibrant. But I really do like the overall look. So let me know what you think. Please leave me your comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.